Tēnā koutou katoa, no mai, ki tēnei hui whakanui e te hunga ka whakapōtaihia, e te whare wananga o Tamaki Makaurau. Nō reira, no mai, heere mai, tēnā koutou katoa. Welcome, good evening, and welcome to Graduation Week at the University of Auckland and our fourth ceremony today. And I hope if you're in the procession as we were, you're not still wet, as we are. This ceremony will see graduands from the Faculty of Science. The formal proceedings will begin very shortly, and you'll be invited to stand as your graduands enter and process to their seats. They will be followed by the academic staff, and finally our official party, which includes our Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor and guest speaker. Please remain standing during this time. During the ceremony, please feel free to take photographs, but please don't stand in the aisles to do this. Now is a good time to switch your mobile phone to silent. At the end of the ceremony, you'll be invited to sing the national anthem with your new graduates. Everyone will then process out, and you can enjoy the rest of your evening with your new graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, your graduands are at the door. Please stand.
gaudeamus siegitur, juvenes tum somos, gaudeamus siegitur, juvenes tum somos, post jocundam juventutem, post molestam senectutem, nos habebit homus, nos habebit homus. Vivat academia, vivat professores, vivat academia, vivat professores, vivat deinem parentum, vivat membram quenibet, semper sint in florem, semper sint in florem.
Ara mai rā ngā manuhiri tuarangi, ngā mata waka o te motu e, koutou te whana kua eke mai nei ki te tautoko i te kaupapa o te rānei e. Hara mai rā, nā mai rā, huri noa kia koutou ngā tauira, ko tēnei tōpō whakahirahira, tā koutou pōtaitanga e. Tēnā koutou, whakatau mai rā.
Please be seated. Inga mana, inga reo, inga hoi wha. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Special guests, graduands, family, whānau and supporters. As Chancellor of the University of Auckland, I extend a warm welcome to you all on behalf of the University Council members and the staff of the University. This is a meeting of the Council of the University of Auckland, at which I will award diplomas and confer degrees in the Faculty of Science. Graduation is a time for celebrating success. Today, you will experience the pomp and tradition of this ancient ceremony and the recognition befitting your success on your well-deserved day of celebration. Like your family and friends gathered here, we are very proud of all of your achievements and look forward to your lifelong involvement as members of the University of Auckland family. Of course, graduation represents much more than just a day of celebration. Your qualification from this university will have a lifetime impact on you, your family, and the community at large. We know that compared to those whose formal education ends in high school, graduates have lower unemployment rates, higher salaries, better career prospects, and better health outcomes. Your university experience and the qualifications gained at university will thus add real value to your lives and to the lives of those around you. The fact that our university can add value in these ways reflects the abilities and achievements of our staff and students. In the Faculty of Science, distinguished Professor Margaret Brimble became the first New Zealand-based woman to be elected a Fellow of the world's oldest and most prestigious scientific academy, the Royal Society of London. Margaret was also awarded the UK Royal Society of Chemistry's 2018 George and Christine Sosnowski Award in Cancer Therapy for developing a novel, innovative chemistry platform for the development of cancer vaccines. Professor Henkio Singer received the Aitken Lectureship jointly awarded by the London Mathematical Society and New Zealand Mathematical Society. The lectureship is awarded every 2 years to a New Zealand recipient who gives lectures at different universities around the United Kingdom. Professor Bernd Krauskopf was awarded the New Zealand Mathematics Society Research Award. Bernd was given the award for outstanding contributions to dynamical systems, especially bifurcation theory and its application to diverse physical phenomena. Professor Christian Hartinger received the Beatrice Hill Tinsley Medal by the New Zealand Association of Scientists. He is a leading researcher in the fields of medical bioinorganic, bioanalytical and bioorganometallic chemistry, and is particularly known for his work on the development of metal-based anti-cancer drugs. Professor Mark Costello was awarded the 2017 New Zealand Marine Science Lifetime Achievement Award by the New Zealand Marine Sciences Society. The award was presented to Mark in recognition of the instrumental role his research plays in providing new insights into patterns of biodiversity and biogeography of evolution of species on a global scale, as well as conservation needs. And Professor Jadranka Travis Sadich was made a Fellow of the Royal Society of New Zealand for her contributions to the research fields of polymetric electronic materials for biosensors and bioelectronics. In order to ensure that we can continue to achieve successes like these and to enhance our contribution to future generations of graduates and to our nation, the university must do 3 things. First, we need to attract students of high academic potential and give them an outstanding academic and extracurricular experience. In this respect, we are doing very well. The proportion of students entering the university with a high grade point average is growing each year, and we produce outstanding graduates, just like you. Second, we need to attract, develop and retain outstanding staff. This we are doing is illustrated by the achievements I described earlier. Many of our staff are world leaders in their fields, and you will have been privileged to learn from and work with them. It is no coincidence that in the QS World Rankings of University Subjects, the University of Auckland came top in New Zealand in 35 of the 40 subjects ranked, and we don't even teach 2 of them. In 3 of our disciplines, archaeology, education, and anatomy and physiology, we are ranked in the top 20 universities in the world. And third, we need to create the kind of academic environment and facilities that support and encourage excellence. To this end, the university has been investing heavily in its campus renewal program so as to ensure that we do provide facilities of genuinely international quality. Many of you will graduate today with a first qualification, and you will be rightly proud of this achievement. However, I also want you to reflect on the ongoing learning opportunities and the wide range of postgraduate options available to you at this university. You must never rest on your laurels in a challenging and ever-changing world, but rather be prepared to embrace change and new technology and make the best of the opportunities presented to you. Although it may seem a daunting prospect right now, further study and learning is inevitable for all of us as the world changes around us at an ever-accelerating pace. Whatever path you follow, I urge you as the alumni of New Zealand's leading university to never forget your alma mater, your university. We rely on our graduates for support, moral, political and financial. But today is your day, with the focus firmly on your achievement. At this ceremony, we honour your success along with the support of your family, whānau and others who have sustained you through your studies. I congratulate you and trust that you will long cherish the memories of your graduation today. It is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker this evening, Rachel Brown. As founder and CEO of the Sustainable Business Network, SBN, Rachel has played a critical role in advancing sustainability for more than 20 years. The network includes some 560 members and represents a range of organisation sizes and sectors. It runs the largest national Sustainable Business Awards program, as well as business events across the country. Rachel leads SBN with a strong focus on demonstrating and communicating the value and benefit of reshaping profit. Research she has driven on ethical investment has aimed at influencing strategic alignment of future investment with broader sustainability outcomes. Her work has focused on KiwiSaver schemes as well as on creating transparency in investment systems. Rachel has recently become an investor as part of the New Zealand SheEO network, which invests in purpose businesses run by women. It supports her interest in financing emerging businesses and sectors that demonstrate impact investment with wider social and environmental value. She has championed SBN's adoption of critical transformation areas where New Zealand can lead the world. This includes overseeing the creation of systemic collaboration projects like the Million Metres Streams, a crowdfunding platform linking donors to community waterway restoration projects. She also sits on the government panels to inform on policy levers or signals which support the transition to low-carbon economy. In 2009, Rachel was personally trained by Al Gore to present The Inconvenient Truth. In 2012, she was invited by Al Gore to join an elite group of international presenters to be part of the Climate Reality Project broadcast, which reached more than 3 million people across the globe. This year, she was awarded the New Zealand Order of Merit for years of service to sustainable business. As a regular presenter, collaborator and driver of action within New Zealand communities, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rachel Brown.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, members of Council, members of the University, graduands, whānau and friends, huge congratulations to all of you. I know this is a very special day for everybody here in the room, and we also know that it's a really rare time where you get to spend today really celebrating the success of your very hard work of the previous years or so. So this is also a great day for science, and I'll talk a bit about that soon. But I have to admit, it's an absolute honour for me to be here tonight because, like you, I graduated with a science degree from the Auckland University. But to be completely honest, I never, in my wildest dreams, I would be standing here today getting this opportunity to address you. So if anyone who knows me in this room knows me well, I'm going to use this opportunity to really encourage you guys to step up, to make science big and to be really brave and use these new qualifications to play a really essential role in shaping this next big movement of our times. Sounds big, right? For a little bit of context, I was at university in the 1980s, and if anyone knows the 1980s, this was a time of really big hair and really loud fashion. And like every generation, times were changing. At that time, New Zealand was making some pretty profound political and social changes as we took on this thing called free market economics. Remember, this was a time when New Zealand moved away from a system of jobs for life, when government ran businesses, when we subsidised farmers. It was a time when we protested and debated aggressively for social issues like gay rights. And it was a time when we stood up against the United States when we went nuclear free. We were also then debating the reality of climate change. We were talking about issues of biodiversity loss, water and air pollution versus the benefit of economic growth. The pendulum then was swinging in New Zealand and our Kiwi culture was really changing. And so with all of this going on and a degree under my belt, I did what most of my peers did in those days, and I went on my big OE. I really wanted to see what was going on in the rest of the world. So with this going on and and I spent 3 years travelling the world. I saw firsthand the degree of poverty you just didn't see here in New Zealand. I saw families living in makeshift houses in the middle of some of the busiest and congested intersections in the dirtiest cities of the world. I saw people drinking and washing in polluted waterways and third world diseases that had actually long since found cures. In contrast, I saw extreme wealth and opulence at a scale I found really hard to get to grips with. Much of it had been locked away and hidden behind walls topped with glass or barbed wire, so who knew it was there? After 3 years, I came home and I got really committed to having this nation show the rest of the world that we could do this growth thing differently. I spent another year studying environmental technology and then more years studying the powerful role that business can play in sustainability. Of course, my learning, and as we've heard, our learning, really never stops, particularly as the issues and the challenges we face and the solutions get more interesting and more diverse. So over my working life, we have seen an incredible economic progress, and it is true that our GDP per capita has risen dramatically over that time. But this, in fact, has been at the expense of many people and the environment. I've watched business and government leaders put their needs above the rest, believing in trickle-down theories and unthinkingly eroding our social and natural capital. Over the past 30 years, we have well and truly tested this version of free market economics, and frankly, it isn't delivering for many of us. In 2002, I established the Sustainable Business Network, whose purpose, crazily, is to empower business so that people and nature prosper. On the scale of things, we are a small network comprising of nearly 600 businesses, but we and others like us are growing really fast. Pressure is on and more business community people are standing up and stepping up to the challenge and in fact collaborating across a range of sectors in new ways. So the really good news for you guys is the pendulum is swinging again. This time though, we are putting social and environmental issues at the heart of this shift. So now is the time for new thinking and for really big dreaming. It's a time for optimism and a time for action. And it's really a time for scientists to step up and inform our future. After all, the challenges we face are really huge, but they are doable. I'm going to give you 5 things that I'm feeling really optimistic about. The first one, we can in fact reverse global warming. Scientists have proven that there are hundreds of solutions, from afforestation, capturing carbon, to living buildings that produce more energy than they consume. Secondly, we are moving to a circular restorative economy. We know that rampant overconsumption all over the world is costing us billions of dollars to clean up. But at the same time, we are now banning single-use plastic bags, we're investing in new compostable fibres, we're sharing assets in new ways, and we're designing products that are beautiful, repairable, and once again long-lasting. Thirdly, renewable energies have won over fossil fuels. Fortune 500 companies are investing billions of dollars in renewables and in research. And the price has dropped now so much that finally renewable energy is cheaper than fossil fuels. Fourthly, Indigenous wisdom is being recognised and valued. Ancient wisdom with its mana and knowledge is now leading and in fact informing the protection of our water sources, our forests and our future generations. We are finally giving a voice to nature so that our rivers, mountains, forests have the same legal rights as people. Yeah. And 5, there is a massive and growing global movement for change. We now have over 2 million organisations working for social and environmental justice. Their voices are powerful, with the largest, most recent protests led by women and by teenagers. So change is coming. As scientists, you are powerful and you are very much needed. In fact, you have an opportunity to use your scientific skills to inform the next big movement of our times. Or you can stick with the status quo. I wonder what you will do. Early in my career, I recognised that business was the most powerful force for change, but that someone had to lead the movement for a new kind of business here in New Zealand. So I took that on. I could have found every excuse not to. I was young, I'm a woman, and I wasn't a business person. But I really believed in a better way. I had determination, perseverance, and as you can possibly tell, passion in spades. So now, as you leave this building tonight, I urge you to think about the contribution you can make, and indeed the legacy you will leave future generations. And I ask you, how brave are you going to be? I'm going to leave it there. But congratulations once more, awfully good work. Ngā mihi, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Thank you, Rachel, for sharing your insights and your aspirations. This is a meeting of council and convocation of the university at which I will be awarding diplomas and conferring degrees. By the authority vested in me by resolution of the University of Auckland Council, I, Scott St John Chancellor, award the diplomas and confer the degrees stated upon those who, within the Faculty of Science, have satisfied the requirements of this university. I call upon the Associate Dean, Teaching and Learning of the Faculty of Science, Dr. Julia Novak, to present graduands in that faculty.
Chancellor, as Associate Dean, Teaching and Learning, I have the honour of presenting to you the students qualified for the award of a diploma or conferment of a degree in the Faculty of Science. Graduate Diploma in Science. Alicia Marie Burrow. Sasha Fraser-Nathan. Caroline Ann Hales. Ling Yu Hao. Namita Ayer. Horiang Park. Sean Michael Tan Roque. Tianyi Sun. Yuki Takahashi. Heni Tereri Okapuni Onwin. To the degree of Bachelor of Science. Chantel Abelon. Delaney Abesuntere. Louis Ethan Agnew. Emma Crystal Cecilani Marilyn Aliamotua. Nada Al-Safi. Mohammed Al-Tamimi. Sneha Antavidipalam. Jeffrey Arona Tuifanae. Thomas Joseph Owl. Summer Ash. Shavana Ashford. Jokhang Ao. Seven Jeffrey Baker. Kavya Balaraman. Bao Chushu. Joyce Ann Baroro. Nicole Beer. Paulo Teodoro Bernardo. Nikesh Bagalia. Bryden John Bird. Fahoko Bloomfield. Danielle Boniface. Kristen Braithwaite. Maria Mason Brock. Shuiying Bu. Troy Shannon Bush. Diane Faye Cottrell. Hazel Rose Asina Celeste. Jong-in Chair. Sukfi Chai. Okay. Yaching Monica Cho. Ariel Huiling Chen. Dan Chen. Jian Chen. Michelle Chen. Mingshui Chen. Mingyui Chen. Yenkai Chen. Chen Yongzhen. Kenneth Che. Justin Chung. Eric Chain. Leon Chu. Desmond Chin. Maxim David Kumin Ching. Hyunjung Cho. Yeonjung Choi. Joanne Yoon Cheon. Samuel Clark. Ata Naomi Kaka. Madison Collis. Anthony John Cook. Mackenzie Cook. Luke Carl Reginald Cooper. Madeline Lisa Eve Corbin. Tristan Corrick. Petronius Kelly Garwin Cortez II. Paul Cohen. Tamara Cohen. Jack Sinclair Cutler. Ritwik Dantala. Matthew James Davidson. Evan James Davies. Robert Archer Nesfield Davis. Nessie Camille Fajada de Guzman. Olivia Margaret Evelyn de la Tour. Stephanie Olivia DeWitt. Nicholas Deus. Hasibullah Dindost. Kalandra Dong. Jack Richard Wild Dickens. Liana Clara Doulette. Michaela Douglas. Clinton De Silva. Chris Beatrice De Souza. Andre James Edmondson. Tobias Elliott. To'oa Faleaupu Brown. Amelia Farnham. Shi Hong Fung. Felix Fleming. Hannah Marie Fletcher. Rebecca Danielle Fraser. Dominique Fife. Henry Juan Gal. Kristen Leah Gardner. Tane Geldard Lorenz. Paul Jonathan Gibbon. Georgia Mary Lee Gibbs. Natasha Hannah Gill. Alexandra Goldberg. Rachel Marie Goldstein. Minh Shui Gung. Rowenia Eve Goodwin. Rosalie Emma Gorry. Reuben Nicholas Talbot Gutzwiley. Shivneel Akash Gounder. Joseph Albert Selwyn Griffiths. Joshua John Michael Grigg. Simone Halstead. Jennifer Ann Zoe Hanley. Luke Hennink. Hao Jia. Natasha Harris. Hayley Haskell. Tyler Rigby Hatt. Joshua Hill. Katie Elizabeth Hillier. Shui Wei Hong. Reuben Horn. Xin Huang. Farshid Ibrahim. Nikita Izar. Rahul Izar. Melissa James. Jang Sung Jae. Divyanshu Jasra. Emma Alexandria J. Nikki Pera Huri Huri Jerry. Vung Chai Jit Pung Tum. Vasudha Prakash Jogya. Rochelle Ann Johnson. Michael Andrew Jones. Minsu Jung. Marilyn Natasha Catafono. Hidaka Kato. Mustafa Khan. Sarbaun Raza Khan. Andrew Kilgore. Gary Kim. Gunhee Kim. Hei Su Kim. Jung Sup Kim. Su Jong Kim. Esther Deborah Kiriwang. Bayongjin Ko. Yash Rajesh Kotari. Rebecca Shivani Krishna. Harshali Kumar. Clarissa Kwan. Karkit Lai. Fung Lai. Daniel Lam. Patricia Lam. Hyuk Lee. Hyunjung Lee. Sungmin Lee. Cynthia Lee Wardus. Chiara Martina Leonard. Lee Jiahao. Sarah Lee. Xinyi Lee. Luming Liang. Zixin Liang. Fei Chen Liu. Serchi Liu. Jiajun Lu. Rebecca Christine Joan Lucas. John Chi Law. Paul Law. Xiao Yu Ma. Jason Gabriel Madrigal. Melodia Marquez. Duameli Ki Conventry Manavahe Dao. Miili Manha Patel. William Bruce Theodore Mansell. James Lawrence McAdam. Chelsea Mary McCaffrey. Carl Richard McLeod. Callum Edward Ann McInnes. Connor David Mackenzie. Victoria Rose McMahon. Holly Madeline McMillan. Kirsten Ellen Byway Mates. Anna Meller. Mung Ying Nan. Nayam Mirane. Avisha Mohanlal. Bohi Moon. Jin Murray. Jennifer Rose Mull. Michael Moy. Kana Nakajima. Kaylin Ung. Christy Yakwan Ung. Ung Yati Haley. Nuwin Duk An Koa. Andrew Nuwin. Si Chi Wan Ning. Ray Ogawa Bracey. Elise Catherine O'Neill. Luke Joshua Park. Norman Park. Sung Soo Park. Pu Pooja Prakash Patel. Shivani Patel. Erica Peck. Jade Nicole Peters. Emma Peterson. James Brian Philpott. Sarah Poole. Samantha Pratap. William Mackay Martin Price. Xiaohui Jiong. Yuitong Chu. Sarah Rajan. Kiara Barmia. Alina Ravel. Callum James Riddington. Daniel James Ross. Sumaya Saeed. Timothy Nicholas Salamink Waldron. Elisa Amy Inere Samuntri. Jana Savov. Joel Sheepens. Justin Shen. Steffi Marie Melendres Senyendo. Sajida Fatima Shabnam. Mohammed Shafil. Shivam Dameshkuma Shah. Lisa Elizabeth Simonson. Tevin Luther Smith. Chen-Chi Song. Jiachi Soon. Gina Swanee. Luke Andrew Swift. Hongwei Tan. Norman Kengyong Tan. Bennett Tan. Shufun Tan. Vanapan Tancharian. Kyle Tasker. Amy Tay. Adrian Kieran Robert Thomas. Leonard Toe. Alexander Ray Tonkin. Samantha Towers. Harley Vandra. Alexander Tran. Hayden John Traherne. Mary Tuanyu Liana. Sione Dokia. Jason Taupe. Michael Ung. Kulakimata Inahula Sonongi Vaha. Edric Lorenzo Sagil Ventura. Rashneel Waller. Ryan Matthew Wallace. Andrew Wong. Wong Chu. CCN Wong.
One of the great pleasures of graduation is the opportunity to hear performances by students from our acclaimed School of Music. April Zhu on violin, accompanied by Rosemary Barnes on piano, will now perform Violin Sonata No. 8, Opus 30, No. 3, by Ludwig van Beethoven. April and Rosemary, thank you so much for that wonderful performance. I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Science, Professor John Hosking, to present further graduands in that faculty.
To the degree of Bachelor of Science, Yuan Yuan Wong. Daniel Ward. Scott Wardner. Lord Chanukar Warner Surah Mahamatawela Kankaman Malagi Pereira. Geordie Robert Watson. Caitlin Elizabeth Watson. Wei Swan Wei. Charlene Jade Wells. Simon Wells. Wen Rui. Kane Whitcomb. Madison Taylor White. Martin White. Fabian Vincent Wiles. Daniel Josiah David Wilkinson Mackey. Isabel Williams. Cassidy Jane Wilson. Byron Mingwai Wong. Yuchi Wong. Kelly Amanda Wooten. Leighton Wright. Wu Chiang Ying. Yiting Wu. Jingqi Xiang. Mi Xiao Yang. Xiao Xiaoyang. Si Xuanyun. Thomas Drew Young. Xunyu Zhang. Perry Zheng. Xijie Zheng. To the degree of Bachelor of Technology with second class honours, First Division, Aditya Walanja. To the degree of Bachelor of Science Conjoint, Samuel Charles Bailey and a Bachelor of Commerce. Andrea Furch and a Bachelor of Arts. Ning Yuan Guo and a Bachelor of Arts. Jara Nova Hela Rojas and a Bachelor of Arts. Asher James and a Bachelor of Arts. Caroline Courts and a Bachelor of Commerce. Rosandria Latigan and a Bachelor of Health Sciences. Xiang Meng and a Bachelor of Commerce. Jared Colin Moore and a Bachelor of Music. Danielle Newton and a Bachelor of Arts. Kisia Pinathura and a Bachelor of Health Sciences. Benjamin Gareth Pearman and a Bachelor of Commerce. Grace Ann Sturgis and a Bachelor of Music. Jairaj Nipun Surti and a Bachelor of Commerce. Clarence Edsel Sher-Ren Tai and a Bachelor of Commerce. Nemo E. Dalafawo Christian Dagi and a Bachelor of Nursing. Yin Yan Tan and a Bachelor of Commerce. Kara Morel Thumbadu and a Bachelor of Health Sciences. Sophie Wang and a Bachelor of Commerce. Ying Zheng and a Bachelor of Arts. Postgraduate Diploma in Applied Psychology with Distinction. Samantha Terry Denton. Kerry Louise Gilmore. Stacey Lee Howes. Christina Spaskowski. Monica Wodjaja. Postgraduate Diploma in Bioscience Enterprise, Shamal Kumaram. Postgraduate Diploma in Science with Distinction, Catherine in Food Science. Madeline Grace McDonnell in Wine Science and a Bachelor of Science. Benik Stephen Malari Masanke in Earth Sciences. Pratyusha Sandeep in Food Science. Postgraduate Diploma in Science with Merit, Chandini Balaji in Food Science. Amy Colmer in Geography. Tobias Croydon McRae in Wine Science. Danielle Eva Feinstein in Environmental Science. Piyush Kishorbai Patel in Pharmacology. Rosalind Melissa Wilkin in Biosecurity and Conservation. Postgraduate Diploma in Science, Lachlan Andrew Cathy in Geography. Sankari Chandrasekhar in Environmental Science. Chandai in Computer Science. Jonathan David Pieter Hale in Environmental Management. Shreyas Kamkar in Food Science. Dean Lahore in Environmental Science. Saida Warda Naqvi in Food Science. Sarah Ofanoa in Biological Sciences. Janita Prakash in Biological Sciences. Carl Nicholas Sefont in Wine Science. Zheng Xiao Chen in Computer Science. To the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours with First Class Honours, Mihul Bedi in Food Science. Emma Benge in Chemistry. University of Auckland Postgraduate Honours Scholar Daniel Britton in Computer Science. Nathan Andrew Paul Collins in Earth Sciences. Jessica Ray Hill in Chemistry. Luke Gulliver Liddell in Biological Sciences. Antonia Modkova in Computer Science. Nur Mazura Mohammed Darbi in Chemistry. University of Auckland Postgraduate Honours Scholar Phoebe Shearer in Biological Sciences. Erin Francis Wilkes in Chemistry. Yisheng Shell in Mathematics. To the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours with Second Class Honours First Division, Raina Renu Shand in Chemistry and a Bachelor of Science. Divya Dayal in Statistics and a Bachelor of Science and a Graduate Diploma in Science. Cameron Ekblad in Bioinformatics. Crystal Lena Foy in Statistics. Sheng Chung Kwan in Food Science. Christopher Alan James Pearce in Statistics. To the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours with Second Class Honours, Second Division, Hao Yang Chen in Statistics. Vivek Vaidya in Earth Sciences. To the Master of Bioscience Enterprise with First Class Honours, Zoyan Chen, and a postgraduate diploma in Bioscience Enterprise with distinction. Cherie Clifton. Justin Jang. Bryce Lowen, and a postgraduate diploma in Bioscience Enterprise with merit. Alicia Macon. Ian Payne. Ellie Bernice Wellen. To the Master of Bioscience Enterprise with Second Class Honours, First Division, Mohammed Ahmed Nawaz, and a postgraduate diploma in Bioscience Enterprise with merit. Pooja Baramapa. Che Wujun. Sandani Samarakun, and a postgraduate diploma in Bioscience Enterprise with merit. Nicholas Jensun Yap, and a postgraduate diploma in Bioscience Enterprise with distinction. To the Master of Bioscience Enterprise with Second Class Honours, Second Division, Michael James Sargent. Samuel Christopher Wojcik. To the Master of Bioscience Enterprise, James Jun Seng Chong. Jason Vincent Madden Herbert. To the Master of Information Technology with First Class Honours, Krunal Bodiwala. Mingyu Chow. Annabelle Haywood. Nicole Hippolyte. Ming Hua. Sanchita Kandinwal. Dominic Darming Lin. Shui Feng Liu. Kartik Kumar Patel. Raj Kiran Kumar Patel, and a graduate diploma in science. Michael Ian Potts. Vivek Jawantrao Rao. Tang Tiong Boon. Zhang Tian Yu. To the Master of Information Technology with Second Class Honours, First Division, Majura Dayananda Santapadavu. Samil Faruqi. Weihao Li. Vikraman Mohan. Kentamathi Nachadalingam. Rangarajan Sarangan. Abhishek Sharma. Theophilus Christian Surahimsa. Alicia Thacker. Jack Wan. Dominic Michael Yishing Yuan. To the Master of Information Technology with Second Class Honours, Second Division, Sadiq Basha Akbar Basha. Mohan Kumar Kandaval. Aksha Vijay Kuna Vijay Kumar. Shamili Ramasubramanian. Daniel Rodgkin. To the Master of Information Technology, Muhammad Haroon Rashid Sagandi Abathagaya. To the Master of Professional Studies with First Class Honours, Ahmed Al-Safi in Food Safety. Diego Enriquez Aprecio in Data Science. Harshpreet Kaur in Food Safety. Luis Alejandro Santamaria Rojas in Data Science. Yifan Zhang in Data Science. To the Master of Professional Studies with Second Class Honours, First Division, Nisma Akhtar in Food Safety. Purnesh Tripathi in Data Science. To the Master of Professional Studies with Second Class Honours, Second Division, Tianli Liu in Data Science. To the Master of Professional Studies, Meg Mayer in Data Science. Kathy Ann Stobbs in Mathematics Education. To the Master of Science with First Class Honours, Ali Hisham Taha Arazak in Bioinformatics and a Postgraduate Diploma in Science with Merit in Biomedical Science. Jesse James Baker in Biological Sciences. Neil William Birrell in Biological Sciences. Anita Louise Bowring in Psychology. David Gayun Chan in Statistics. C. Lloyd Chin in Mathematics. Kevin Joseph Fernandez in Physics. Matthew Oliver Waywen Harvey in Forensic Science. Alicia May Helens in Biological Sciences and a Postgraduate Diploma in Science with distinction in Marine Science. Ebony Hodder in Psychology. Mpo Audrey Kittlesway in Environmental Management. Sawan Kumar in Chemistry. John Edward McGowan in Chemistry. Jacqueline Amanda Munro in Psychology and a Postgraduate Diploma in Science with Merit in Psychology. University of Auckland Research Masters Scholar Francois Alwyn Benson Olivier in Biological Sciences. Hoan Pham in Physics. Rebecca Jane Reeve in Psychology. Anavrata Priyanka Sharma in Chemistry. Jamie Ray Honitaka in Biological Sciences. Heidi Tang in Biological Sciences. Ricky Jo Taylor in Marine Science and a postgraduate diploma in Science with merit in Marine Science. University of Auckland Maori postgraduate scholar Maya Edna Esther Van Can in Pharmacology. Lee Jun Wang in Statistics and a postgraduate diploma in Science with distinction in Statistics. Eden Whitehead in Biosecurity and Conservation and a postgraduate diploma in Science with distinction in Biosecurity and Conservation. Wei-Shen Wu in Chemistry. Janice Yeoman in Optometry. Callum Young in Statistics. To the Master of Science with Second Class Honours, First Division, Fuli Junior Elvis Fuli in Computer Science. Shweta Houndanka in Bioinformatics. Jilin Zhu in Chemistry. Krishna Panika in Forensic Science. Elisha Shiba in Forensic Science. Soyamala Siddharth in Environmental Science. Jamie Ryan Willis in Biological Sciences and a postgraduate diploma in Science with merit in Biological Sciences. To the Master of Science with Second Class Honours, Second Division, University of Auckland Research Master Scholar Erica Joan Finney in Geography. Xavier Vincent Forsman in Geography. Shannon Lee Macaulay in Geography. To the Master of Science, Satnam Singh in Statistics and a postgraduate diploma in Science with merit in Statistics.
I now call upon the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research to present the doctoral graduands.
Chancellor, I have the honour of presenting to you the doctoral graduands. To the degree of Doctor of Clinical Psychology, Sean Allen McArdle. Sean looked at the mental health needs of youth offenders in youth justice facilities throughout New Zealand. He also looked at the procedures used to screen for mental health problems when youth are placed in these facilities. His research indicated this population have high rates of psychological and behavioural problems and that current assessment procedures are in need of revision. Thank you. To the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Mona Ahmed J. El-Zarani in Food Science. Mona worked on a green method of extracting proteins using ultrasound from the waste products obtained from microalgae Nichia after extracting omega-3 fatty acids. She assessed the extracted proteins and their enzymatic hydrolysates for their antioxidant, antihypertensive, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial and memory-enhancing activities, using in vitro techniques that showed they have the potential to be used as natural nutraceutical and pharmaceutical products. Daniel Moscow Ayin Torah in chemistry. Daniel's research in computer-aided drug design used high-level computational methods to search and design antifungal, anti-cancer and anti-malarial drug candidates. His research discovered highly potent molecules which are now being further developed into drug candidates. University doctoral scholar Paul Back in chemistry. Paul investigated new polymeric materials that possess characteristics found in nature, such as stretchability, healing and sensing, for next-generation organic bioelectronics. His research illustrated that these biomimetic properties can be expressed through molecular design and chemical functionalization of conductive polymers. University doctoral scholar Alice Baranowicz in biological sciences. Alice used satellite telemetry to investigate the movements and space use of kiriru, the New Zealand pigeon, across human-modified landscapes. She also explored the diet of kiriru and their distribution across urban Auckland using citizen science and species distribution modelling. University doctoral scholar Brendan Blue in geography. Brendan explored the politics and practice of river science and restoration using case studies from China, the USA and Aotearoa, New Zealand, showing how attempts to understand the physical environment are entangled with cultural ideals of what is a good landscape. His work sets a challenging new agenda for a new geomorphology that actively engages with its social context. Patrick Gregory Bowen in physics. Stable laser systems delivering short optical pulses are of great value in sensing and imaging applications, as well as precise micromachining used for lithography. Patrick investigated new designs to construct the core of these systems, the fibre laser oscillator. State-of-the-art lasers were developed with the goal to improve the pulse energy and duration, with typical pulses having a temporal duration of only a few hundred femtoseconds. James Brock in biological sciences. James looked at the ecology of New Zealand's native tree ferns, in particular the silver fern, to understand more about these prominent but little understood components of the forest and how they influence the vegetation dynamics of northern New Zealand forests by driving the release of conifers from competition with flowering tree species. University doctoral scholar Kevin Zhou-Tao-Zhang in biological sciences. Kevin developed a method for optimally designing experiments which involve two phases, the second phase being needed for the observations to be made, such as in proteomics experiments. Using a combination of theory and computing, his methods quickly find data collection protocols which minimize the resources required to conduct such experiments while maximizing the information that can be drawn from them. Andrew Stewart Easterbrook in chemistry. Andrew developed a catalytic method that enabled the selective functionalization of otherwise inert carbon-hydrogen bonds on the indole heterocycle. These new reactions were used to convert simple, readily available starting materials into more complex compounds with valuable biological properties. Tanya Fink in Biological Sciences. Tanya investigated several mutations that have major effects on milk production and mammary gene expression in dairy cows, looking at the complex mechanisms through which they exert these effects. Additionally, she utilised gene editing to develop a potential approach for screening and testing further mutations that are otherwise difficult to investigate using statistical methods alone. Nancy K. Garrity in Chemistry. Nancy looked at the potential of environmentally sustainable adhesion systems as an alternative to current commercial adhesives used in the wood panel industry. She examined both physical and chemical behaviours in wholly bio-based protein polyphenolic systems, investigating how the components and their mixtures contribute to overall adhesive bond strength, performance and optimization. University doctoral scholar Lara Marie Greaves in Psychology. Lara examined the predictors of voting, both turnout and the intended vote choice, including being on the Maori electoral roll, support for protest, and support of various political parties for Maori. Prashant Gupta in Computer Science. Prashant explored the dynamic nature of categories and their static computational representations. He then built a computational model that connects categories and their evolution process to surface up the knowledge hidden within the exploratory process of science. The case studies of categories evolution in land cover mapping showed that such knowledge can guide a researcher and improve the inquiry process. Jenny Hillman in Marine Science. Jenny used large-scale field experiments and modelling to better understand intertidal soft sediment habitats as part of larger ecosystems, and in particular, how specific habitats within these ecosystems contribute to functionality in the face of a changing world. University doctoral scholar Tu Ho in Biological Sciences. Tu studied the role of an important regulatory protein from Mycobacterium tuberculosis, the pathogenic bacterium that causes tuberculosis. She used a combination of biochemical and biophysical techniques to reveal its 3D structure and molecular function. Her work has improved our understanding of how the protein contributes to bacterial invasion and survival in its human host, and provides chemical knowledge that will enable future drug discovery studies. Barbara Hock in Geography. Barbara designed visualizations using categories of visual techniques, viewers' frames of reference, and criteria and indicators for sustainable forestry. She found that the preferred visualization type for sustainability was abstraction, and that people's preferences for visualization techniques aligned with their frames of reference rather than conventional categorizations such as education or professional background. Zhao Li in Food Science. Zhao isolated and characterised a protease from the tamarillo fruit. He studied its milk clotting properties in comparison to rennet, the conventional enzyme used in cheese making, and developed methodologies to investigate the fine structure of milk coagulated by these enzymes. Zhao's work contributes to ongoing research efforts to replace animal-based enzymes by plant-based enzymes. Rachel Lo Shu-Ting in psychology and a Master of Science with first-class honours in psychology. Rachel examined whether the way people managed their emotions influenced how well they can achieve their goals. Her thesis showed that suppressing emotions when facing challenges predicted lower success over time. She also found that the way people managed their emotions during relationship conflict predicted how well couples can solve problems, which spills over to affecting parenting and family interactions. Mashima Binti Mohammed Rosli in computer science. Mashima studied how to improve software engineering research by seeking ways to improve data quality. She examined the structures and formats of real data sets in public data repositories and developed a data quality framework to help researchers understand the quality of data in empirical software engineering. Peter Morrison-Whittle in biological sciences. Peter examined the structure and composition of wine yeast communities across New Zealand wine-growing regions. He quantified the relationships between communities in vineyard bark, soil, grapes, and commercial wineries, and explored their consequences for wine flavour and aroma. In his research, he also demonstrated a novel application of induced coevolution of wine yeasts to generate new metabolic behaviours, resulting in different wine flavours and aromas. Paul Brian Nolan in exercise sciences. Paul investigated young adults for metabolic syndrome to establish the risk for developing chronic disease later in life. Paul found a large proportion of young adults already have aspects of metabolic syndrome, and this syndrome was more prevalent in people with poor lifestyles, even at this early age. Paul's research represents a significant contribution to the role of exercise in improving health. University doctoral scholar Emma Louise Sharp in geography. Emma explored the complexity of modern food systems and what it means to practice care in food production, consumption, and the processes in between. She investigated a set of alternative food experiments, including dumpster diving, community fruit tree planting, farmers markets, organic farming, and food boxes, to explore their politics and possibilities for the future of food. Emma Sherman in biological sciences. Emma investigated the chemistry behind Pinot Noir wine flavour using untargeted chemical analysis techniques, trained and expert sensory panels, and predictive models to identify relationships between wine composition and sensory properties, including aroma, mouthfeel, and wine quality. Her study provides a foundation for the design and manipulation of new wine styles in the winery and the vineyard. University doctoral scholar Hayley Christine Sparks in geography. Hayley examined how systems of privilege operate to shape the lived realities and identities of young people attending elite private schools in Auckland. Her research drew on the narratives of young people to show how privilege has institutional, symbolic, and individual dimensions. The research demonstrates how social structures that support privilege are reproduced and extended in contemporary New Zealand. University doctoral scholar Jamie Stavert in biological sciences. Jamie looked at how the conversion of natural habitat to agriculture impacts wild pollinators and the pollination services that these species provide. He found that agricultural expansion causes pollinator species to become either winners or losers, and these differences resulting in stable pollination despite the loss of many native species. Samantha Ann Strong in psychology. Samantha researched narcissism and self-esteem and identified the key ways that New Zealanders view themselves, with most Kiwis having a healthy and realistic self-image. She also investigated whether people are becoming more narcissistic over time and found that millennials are no more narcissistic than the older generations were. Aaron Tay in chemistry. Aaron's research focused on the chemistry of calixphorins, porphyrines, phthalocyanines, all molecules related to the red pigment in hemoglobin. Aaron studied their chemistry with boron and discovered that this small light element changes the chemistry of these molecules in ways that could be useful for sensors, medical and nanomaterials applications. University doctoral scholar Dominic Voigt in physics. Dominic designed highly efficient waveguides and resonators with unprecedented quality factors to guide and manipulate terahertz radiation. The ultra-high quality factor of the extremely pure silicon resonators will create ways to fully exploit one of the last unexplored regions of the electromagnetic spectrum, with burgeoning applications in both fundamental and applied sciences like sensing. University doctoral scholar Leilani Ariavistakul Walker in biological sciences. Using New Zealand sheetweb spiders as a study system, Leilani studied the exaggerated jaws that males employ against one another while defending potential mates to answer questions about the function of these weapons and about the circumstances in which they evolve. Wang Zhangwei in chemistry. Zhangwei made an original contribution to the methodology for the construction of spirocyclic imine compounds, which are at the core of numerous biologically significant marine toxins. She successfully made a range of derivatives of these compounds, which is invaluable to detailed studies of the biological activities of these marine toxins in drug discovery. University doctoral scholar Poon Wong Yao in mathematics. Poon Wong's research focuses on extending the classical nonlinear stability theory of the circular Couette flow. The result obtained is seminal since for the very first time in theoretical fluid mechanics, an original and analytically derived mathematical formula for nonlinear stability is discovered, which has no limitations on the size of the initial perturbation, regardless of the Reynolds number. Juliana Yosetmaja in Biological Sciences. Juliana studied a novel intramolecular ester bond in the surface protein of a pathogenic Clostridium bacterium. This work shows how these bacterial surface proteins fold up and why they are exceptionally stable. Juliana also developed biotechnological applications of this ester bond as a so-called molecular superglue. Wei Zhang in statistics. Wei developed fast, stable, and accurate statistical methods for analysing certain types of data arising in ecology and population genetics. His findings help us to understand and characterise some of the complicated evolutionary processes and also provide a useful tool for data analysis for geneticists and practitioners in wildlife management. And in absentia, all those other persons named in the official record qualified for the conferment of a degree or the award of a diploma.
We are now nearing the end of this graduation ceremony. On behalf of the university, I invite all today's graduates to stand and receive the congratulations of us all. It is also an opportunity for the graduates to show their appreciation of their families and supporters and the staff of the university who have helped them as they achieved their qualifications. This concludes this meeting of Council and Convocation of the University for the conferment of degrees and the award of diplomas. I now invite you to sing the first verse of God Defend New Zealand in Māori and then in English. The words are printed on the reverse of the programme.
At thy feet, in the bonds of love.